Hi, I'm Frederick Hoy, and this is my lesson on creating space in floor hockey. For the practice task, we will have a square made of cones and 3 players who will stand outside of the square. The players will not be allowed inside of the square, and they will have to pass the ball through the square as many times as possible. This drill will last for 3 minutes, and it will look something like this. Okay, as you can see here, we have our 3 outside players who are not allowed to come inside the cones that make a square. The players will have a ball, right, and they will pass the ball. So this guy will have a ball, and he'll just try to pass it through the squares to a different player. And then this guy will have the ball, and he can pass it to a different player. For the game, a defender will be added to the middle of the square. The defender will not be allowed to come outside of the square, just like how the players on the outside of the square are not allowed to come in the square. The goal of the game is to pass the ball through the square as many times as possible without losing it to the defender. The game will last 2 minutes before a rotation, and that's a total of 8 minutes. Each player will have 3 turns on the outside and once on the inside as a defender. Each player will total up their completed passes from their 3 turns on the outside. Whoever has the most completed passes wins. When the game is successfully implemented, the players on the outside will be forced to move around to create space and receive passes. That will look something like this. Okay, we're back with the same 3 players on the outside and a square made of cones, but this time we are going to have a defender in the middle. Now, if this triangle, this person has the ball, and they are trying to make a successful pass, right now they kind of seem blocked both ways, right? They can't really go this way because he could just step in front of the ball, and he can't really go that way. So what should he do? Well, this actually matters with the outside players. If this guy were to create space by moving over here, and so now he's here, the defender would kind of have to block the pass by moving down here, right? So he moves there. But that gives an open shot, because there's nobody here, to this player. And that's the movement and the creating space that we'll see with this game. We have 2 check for understanding questions, and those are, is the defender allowed to go outside of the main square? And how long does the game last before rotation?